My name's Ben, and today we've got this beautiful little car to show you around. This is a 2022 on a 72 registration Mercedes-Benz GLA45S, and it is a plus as well, so basically a premium plus model, which means it has all of the specification you could ever want. It's a fabulous little car finished in denim blue metallic, which is this really beautiful, sort of almost a dark blue, and I think it suits the colour scheme really nicely because inside we've got black full leather with the yellow cuts on it, so you'll see that, yellow highlights and yellow stitching throughout the interior. As you can probably already see, it's got the important AMG aerodynamic pack, which is some extra flicks on the front bumper and the rear spoiler. And I think that's important on one of these cars because it really differentiates it from a standard GLA. And we'll walk around the car now and point out some of the specification bits for you. So starting at the front end, just above the Mercedes badge on the center grille, you'll see we've got the forward-facing camera for the 3D camera system that the car's got fitted. Then we have an AMG night pack, so the front splitter and some lower side skirts parts are all painted in gloss black. We've got the AMG front grille with the chrome highlights across the fronts. And then again, that aerodynamic package starts on the lower front bumper here. So you've got these extra canards on the front bumper and then this sort of higher flick on that front splitter. We've got the intelligent light system from Mercedes-Benz, so LED daytime running lights around the outside, and then they will automatically block out cars coming towards you. So a very clever lighting system in the front of the car. 21-inch AMG dual tone wheels, so matte black or satin black on the spokes, and then the diamond cut ring around the outside, and the AMG logo embossed in the wheels there, which is a really nice feature. The red painted brake calipers, and they are very large brake calipers on this car because it is, as I'm sure most people will be aware if they're watching this video and looking into one of these cars, but the 2-litre engine in this is the most powerful 2-litre engine ever produced, 415 horsepower, so a lot of stopping to be done. We've got the Turbo 4MATIC badge on the side there, and then again, night pack sections on the door mirrors, around the window surrounds, all finished in gloss black, and this lower door strip down the bottom here as well, all finished in gloss black. Keyless entry and exit, so if you've got the key on you, you can just open the door and pull it to. And then we'll talk about some more of the interiors we get around the driver's side, but you'll see beautiful black leather everywhere we look with that contrast yellow stitching, and then the yellow cut sections on the 12 o'clock marker on the steering wheel and throughout the seats as well. We've got the AMG performance seats in this car, and then the opening glass panoramic roof. Again, some very, very important options on one of these cars. A Burmester sound system, but again, we'll talk some more about the interior features as we get around the driver's side. Illuminated AMG door sills, and on the door mirrors as well, there is a small triangle in the corners, just down the bottom left there, which will illuminate orange for the blind spot monitoring. Privacy glass on the rear 3/4, and then if you have a look in the back as well, just see that interior in the back, very nice place to sit. And again, that panoramic roof just making it much more spacious and airy for the passengers in the back of the car. And it's an opening tilt and slide panoramic roof, which we'll show you a bit later on as we get round. And then obviously, because it's a GLA as well, you've got these satin black roof rails either side of the panoramic roof. So in my opinion, it's just nice to have a different visual appearance to a standard A45. And again, part of this aero pack, the big spoiler across the boot, which is very nice, privacy glass on the rear, and then the quad exhaust pipe, so dual on either side in black, again, part of that night package with AMG sort of imprinted on the top of the exhaust tips there is a very nice feature. We've got a reverse camera as well, and then in the boot, we've got an extra sort of boot liner to protect the boot floor, and a small bit of space underneath the boot floor, a bit of extra deep space under there as well. Our Burmester subwoofer in the boot floor, and I'll just pull that down. The reverse camera is actually a very neat feature because it's in this little hatch here, which just means that it stays clean. So when you pop the car into reverse, that will pop down, and it's very useful because I'm sure you've all experienced a dirty reverse camera before that you can't see out of, and obviously the S badge next to the GLA45 there. And we'll jump inside now and talk through some interior options. So starting on the driver's door card, we've got this sort of carbon fibre effect trims throughout the car, so on the door cards and across the dashboard on the passenger side. Very adjustable electric seats. The driver's seat also has lumbar support, which is actually on the side of the seat itself. Heated seats and memory settings for both driver and passenger. And then obviously power folding door mirrors as you would expect, and all electric windows. The Burmester sound system, and that's the Burmester logo just on that speaker grille down there. AMG illuminated door seals as we touched on before. And then coming in front of me here, so keyless start, so just foot on the brake, push the start button, and the car will fire into life. Makes a great sound for a 2 litre 4-cylinder that the car has. And then coming to the steering wheel, so again, one of my favourite features of the car because it's just such a nice steering wheel. Alcantara down the sides, leather across the top and bottom, that yellow 12 o'clock marker that we touched on before, some big metal shift paddles which are really quality feel. It's just, it's the same steering wheel you would get in much higher end AMG cars, so it's really nice to have that multifunction, of course. And I really like these new Mercedes steering wheels because you can control both of the screens without taking your hands off the wheel. So the right hand side here, we've got this little touchpad which is almost like a trackpad. So you can see I can press the home button, go across to some various different menus, scroll up and down on here, and there's just so much different options for you to go through on your driver's screen here, even going over to the individual dials and switching these to tyre pressure displays, maps, sat-nav maps and all that sort of stuff as well. It's very clever, the customization. And as you've probably already worked out, on the left-hand side, you can do exactly the same stuff for your center screen here. So I can do all of this without taking my hand off the steering wheel, where we've obviously got navigation. I can pop the car into reverse and you'll see that 360 camera. So reverse cameras come up there, and then the 360 sensors on the right-hand side here. You can probably see all of the purple ambient lighting throughout the car, so in the air vents in the centre, above the carbon fibre on the passenger side and around the door cards as well, even down through this central tunnel here. Dual zone climate control, heated front seats as we've already touched on, lots of space under here for storage and some USB-C ports. The trackpad again can be used for controlling this centre screen. And again, you can push lots of different buttons down here for shortcuts, like the car button to change the drive mode, all of that sort of stuff. A switchable sports exhaust button, so you can press that, and then when you're driving, makes a deeper noise, which you probably won't pick up on the video at the moment, but when you're driving makes quite a big difference. And then just coming back to that steering wheel, we've got these really cool configurable shortcut buttons. So on the left-hand side here, you can actually touch the screen to change which setting you're doing, and then you can press the button to activate that setting. So I've just turned the start-stop off. If I want the sports exhaust, I can just press that again to activate it, or touch that, and then change lots of different things you can do there. And on the right-hand side, our actual drive mode itself. So at the moment in comfort, you can flick around to Sport, Sport Plus, and then a race mode as well. Obviously being a 45S, that's part of that, having the race mode there. So just so much you can do inside this car. I'll open the roof as well so you can see what that looks like when it's open. And it is a full tilt and slide, so you'll see it will lift itself out of the way. We'll get this wind deflector at the front, in front of me here, and then I'll just switch it off and jump outside and summarise this wonderful car for you. So as mentioned at the beginning of the video, a 2022 on a 72 plate with just 5,700 miles from new, finished in denim blue with the black leather interior and those beautiful yellow cut highlights, which just goes so nicely with that contrast lighting, which again is configurable on colour, so there's various different options. Full Mercedes-Benz main dealer service history. My name's Ben. I hope the video's helped. Thank you very much for watching.